Okay, so today's story is number 26. The greatest question. People worry about their old age without even knowing whether or not they will live that long. Why then do they not worry about what will happen in the next life, which will inevitably come? This is the greatest question. Yeah, it's very mysterious that we don't think about the life to come. All we focus on is this life and all the problems we face every day. And as a result, we kind of end up magnifying, amplifying all those problems because the monkey mind loves to create problems and just get busy. That's the nature of the monkey mind. And while we are busy, 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 we forget something so important, which is, we live one day, we lose that one day forever. It's not replaceable and it's not reversible. So, what do we get out of every day that we live? And yeah, so human condition is such that we always have concern about the future because that's whatever we prepare for the future. I mean, whatever is coming up, we start preparing for it now, right? If you look at our life today, what do we do today? If we go to the gym to exercise, it's because we anticipate, well, we are getting older, we are losing muscle mass, and many health coaches, they educate us, we need to develop muscle mass, so we go to the gym. So what is coming up in the future, it's actually determining what actions we take right now. Or for example, if we are planning to travel abroad next month, so this month we start preparing for it. Okay, I need to have proper clothing. If it's warm, I need to take like summer clothes. If it's a cold destination, I need to take winter clothes. So the future is continually and constantly influencing how we feel now and what we do now. Even though people keep saying be here and now, which is good to be present, obviously, but there is at the depth of subconsciousness, we cannot ignore or totally forget the future. It's continually determining our present. And so people worry about their old age. Um, so they want to make sure they have enough monthly income. Is their pension good enough? The mind constantly keeps going round and round these issues. However, no one stops to consider, well, am I one of those lucky ones who live that long? There's no guarantee. Yeah, I mean, watching the news, we see so many people. There was a shooting in Texas mall, I just found out. People go to the mall to do shopping, enjoy themselves, and then boom, it can be over. So, um, yeah, so in Buddhism, we try to find the courage to confront this bitter truth, yeah, with brutal honesty, because if we want to experience happiness that doesn't collapse, that's true happiness, we need to have a true form of bravery, true form of bravery, or true form of courage to see the truth. And the truth is that, yeah, so it says, why then do we not worry about what will happen in the next life? Day in, day out, we're getting closer to our next life. And Buddha tells us that we can experience nirvana, all human beings. We all have this potential to become a Buddha, which means once we die, we will experience nirvana, no more suffering. In the Four Noble Truths, it's called the cessation of suffering. I know some people don't want to think or believe in reincarnation or just worlds of existence, like world of animals or hungry ghosts, combat, celestial beings or incessant suffering. But Buddha taught that there are those realms of existence. And obviously, for us who have this human mind, and we all experience in this life how good it feels when we are able to think win-win situation. I benefit myself by benefiting others. This is the mind of a human. Actually, some in animals, they they are close to that too. But many humans, unfortunately, I mean, it's very sad. Unfortunately, many humans' mind is still, they carry with them the reminiscence of hungry ghost or combative mode, and so they, um, yeah, they don't cultivate that human mind. So we have this rare blessing of being born as a human, which is so unlikely, more unlikely than a blind turtle finding a hole in a floating log in a vast ocean. We've made it this far, and also we've been cultivating the human mind, which is compassion, the compassionate mind. So don't we want that to last, or don't we want to make it in a way that that becomes our continual perpetual state? Instead of having a perpetual state of suffering, we can also have a perpetual state of bliss and joyfulness, which is nirvana. And this will happen in the future life only for people who in this life they solve their problem of they solve the root cause of their suffering. They go to the root, not to the branches, but to the root of suffering, which is, these are what we talk about in our meetups and in our one-on-one sessions. We go into depth. Why do we suffer? We go to the root. Once we solve that, yeah, once we understand why it is that we suffer, which only human beings can do this, then whenever death comes, we will have uh, our birth as a Buddha. It becomes settled now in life. Right now, it becomes settled. We will gain that wisdom from the Buddha. It's called Buddha's wisdom, and human wisdom gain oneness, becomes one entity. And that's what Buddhism teaches is our purpose of life. And it's the greatest question that people ignore this. And every day they only think about, they're only anxious and worried. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, what if my retirement money is not enough? What if this? What if that? And then before they know it, the time is up. And our time is up today too. So, yeah, it's the sun is shining here in Southern California. So, hope that the sunshine of your heart is also uh, blessing all of us. Yeah, you and people around you. Today is Sunday, and have a wonderful Sunday. We will listen to a recorded lecture in Japanese with English subtitles at around 10 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, and have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Bye.